do a walk around here on a South Bay 925 Super Sport. And let's start off with the exterior package on this boat, which, as you can see, has an anodized rub rail and anodized rails around the entire boat. This is called our Blackout Package. When you enter this boat, there is a switch on your gate here that turns on your floor courtesy lights, and that goes off once you close the gate back down. This boat is built today in a kiwi lime accent, your base color being a pearl white. We also have armrests on these front benches that will slide forward to any location that you'd like. We'll also notice on the flooring on this boat that we have a gray teak, a foul gray teak flooring on here, and this year we've run it on a bias instead of parallel with the seats just to give it a nice look. And we also have in-floor storage here built in. This is very vacuous. It's 19 inches by 72 inches, so plenty of room. This boat's also equipped standard with twin bolstered seats. And I'll show you how those work. This has a nice bolster here on the front. It's real easy to just pop that up into position. It comes in very handy for the person at the helm, which is a raised helm station, but it also gives you that extra amount of visibility. We also have a multiple use seat here. It's got a slide, a swivel, and it also reclines, so you can get adjusted to how you like at the helm. Stainless steel wheel is standard. This is also a tilt wheel. This boat's equipped with the Mercury digital throttle and shift control, and it is also equipped with the new Mercury certified joystick control. And now we get to the business end of the boat, which is one of my favorites. We have twin Mercury Verado 300 horse motors on the back. We've got twin fuel tanks on this boat, one in each outboard tube. They're 52 gallons per side. We've got plenty of room on the aft deck here, as you can see. This is our own design here. This is a sport ski tow. We've got a very solid stainless steel 4-step ladder. The rear deck also features your auxiliary stereo controls. We've got your switch here to activate your hatch on the rear, which is a twin ram system, a water pickup system on the back end of the boat, and a freshwater shower on this side, as well as a 110 connection for your battery charger. For those of you folks where cup holders are important, we've got 17 in total, all of them being backlit. The helm position cup holder is also refrigerated. Another great option this boat has are these optional wakeboard racks that are pre-positioned.
These are 300 horsepower Verados equipped with joystick piloting for outboards. So we have yaw control by twisting on the joystick. Just a rotation of the joystick itself will allow the boat to spin. We can go ahead and, by moving the joystick to the right, we'll transition to the starboard. The more demand we give, the faster the boat will transition. We can also give it yaw control while we're doing that to either allow the bow or the stern to come around to keep us centered up, which the direction that we're headed to. We can also go in any quadrant of that and the boat will transition in that area. So right now we're basically transitioning to the 230 position. Again, any direction you move the joystick is the direction the boat will transition. This boat's also equipped with a reverse camera. It's optional. As you can see here, when you put it in the reverse, indicated by the shift indicators on the vessel view. So on the ERC itself, we have several functions. One of the functions, obviously, we have a throttle only mode. So we can push this button and allow the engines to throttle up without going into gear. And we can throttle either engine in neutral for warm up. There's a single lever mode button, which when we depress that, we can take the one control and move it out of the way. Now when we shift, both engines go into forward, and we can control the speed of both engines with one single control. There's also a dock mode feature. When we depress that, we go ahead and we limit the amount of, you have the full range of control of the handle, but we reduce the throttle percentage in half. So instead of turning 6,400 RPM, we'll be down to approximately 3,000 RPM. So you have a much greater control of the boat with the controls while you're docking. On the ERC, you have the trim all buttons, so you can trim down, you can trim up, and that will control both engines at the same time, or you can trim the port or starboard engine independently by the individual trim tab buttons on the control. So one of the features we have here with the joystick piloting system is a Skyhook function. Basically, when we depress the Skyhook feature, a GPS signal to lock in and hold that relative position on the water. So all we have to do is enable Skyhook is to press that button. You get the warning, and we're basically locked in on a GPS signal right now, and the boat will work to maintain that level of preciseness to that signal. If you have real severe current or wind conditions that are moving the boat harder than the system will handle, you have a response mode here that will actually change how aggressive the boat will react. So another function we have here on the trackpad is the auto heading function. And what this will do is basically when I engage this, it will lock in on the heading that you're currently at, and it will hold that heading, and you don't have to steer. So as we run along, it'll maintain the current heading. If we find that an object is coming into our path, we can hit the jog lever. Basically by hitting this turn button here, we'll change our course heading by 10 degrees. We just did 20 degrees to the starboard. If we find that we went a little too much and we want to come back, we can actually bump on the joystick. Every bump on the joystick with that beep will be a 1 degree course change correction. So one of the features that the VesselView 7 also incorporates Chartplotter capability. So we can actually set a waypoint within the VesselView. We could set that as a point that we want to go to. Basically all we have to do, engage the engines, come up to speed. On the trackpad, we hit track waypoint, and basically all you have to do is sit back, watch what traffic is around you, and we will head right to that waypoint that we set. Cruise control is one of the features that you have. So this boat's capable of close to 60 miles an hour. So let's just say that you want to have a small child run the boat while you're on your lap. You can set the speed to 11 miles an hour, come down here, engage cruise control. Now when I take the throttles and move the throttles up, I can be at 100% throttle and only travel 11 miles an hour. Or if you want to increase the speed, you can dial it up and the boat will take off. Turn it back down and you slow down. So one of the other features is Smart Tow. This feature here allows you to have repeatability if you were pulling a tuber, a wakeboarder, or a skier. So in this situation here with this launch profile, if say you have a small child that you want to pull out and you want to have that repeatability, you can enable this feature, and if you look on the screen, you'll follow the ball on that graph line. As I accelerate, I'm at full throttle now, but as you can see, the boat is accelerating on a very slow path. It is 100% repeatable for that profile. Again, you have 5 preset profiles, or you could set your own profile to suit the needs of whatever individual you are trying to pull.